like they just dropped or they just leaked the info about all their abilities. So let's get on with like Childe. But Childe, we already know, regular basic attack. You could see it in the trailer. Charge attack, so he aims charge up for a powerful shot. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna apply water damage. Yup. Broken flow and AoE hydro damage that will be dealt to all enemies target hit by effective broken flow. So damage is calculated as regular. Okay, it's based off your attack stat. Elemental skill, he unleashes an equipment made of water, dealing hydro damage to all nearby enemies. Melee stance. That's why we see him with the pole arm, I believe it is, made out of water, or I believe it's pole arms or dual blades, whatever it was. Okay, so his regular attack, so it changes. He basically switches stances like we thought. 6 combo slashes deal hydro damage, instantly performs 2 slashes in Childe, which is charge attack. Okay, kind of like Kaya, Chi-Chi, any sword user catching. Broken flow slash, when hitting an enemy under the broken flow effect while in melee stance, broken flow slash will be executed, dealing AoE hydro damage. This effect is calculated. Okay, so it's based on a percentage of your attack. Your elemental burst in the range stance, so it shoots out a magical arrow that has hydro damage. Okay, of course. Dealing AoE hydro damage, applying broken flow to all enemies hit partial element. Okay. Melee stance performs a wide slash, dealing tremendous hydro damage to nearby enemies, also triggering broken flow. Okay. Broken flow burst, AoE hydro damage will be dealt when enemies under broken flow. This is broken flow shit, so like, okay, I'll have to read later on. Is hit by a melee elemental burst, broken flow will be consumed in the process. So main thing is that damn broken flow passive getting me. So Ascension 1 passive is broken flow duration is increased. Good. Critical hits dealt by normal and charged attacks and melee stance will apply broken flow to enemies. That's utility passive. So all team members normal attack talent. Wow. I was wondering what his passive was, if it was like knowing him, so like I don't know, just like Razor, he has like the bullshit 25% or whatever it is, decreased stamina when you're running. But that passive to increase normal attack talent level 1 for free just by having him on your squad, that's broken. Okay, all right, okay. Zhang Lee, the guy I was gonna summon for, but I might go for Childe instead. We have Zhang Lee. Of course, Geo, we knew he was a polearm user. His elemental skill, he gathers Geo elemental powers and forms a Geo construct, which we've seen in the previous video, or the video that I will be uploading later today. Forms Geo construct, dealing AoE damage. All nearby Geo constructs, like the Traveler's Meteor, will resonate with his Geo construct, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Geo's constructs counts as an object with me. It can block attacks, may be climbed, only one Zhang Lee Geo option. Okay, so that also counts for Niguang. So it's not just Geo Traveler, it's Niguang and him. So if you hold it, it commands all nearby Geo elements to explode. So you get a shield that scales off your max HP. Oh, that's gonna suck. Hopefully he's not gonna be based around max HP. Will have 250% efficiency when absorbing Geo damage. Okay. Elemental burst calls down a giant meteor, dealing devastating damage to all enemies hit, also petrifying them, which is what I thought was the new either crystallization or new mob. So I was right, kind of halfway. Petrified enemies will not be able to move and will take additional 20% physical and geo damage. That's fat. Okay. His Ascension 1 passive is when Zhang Lee's shield from his elemental skill takes damage. Active character shields fortification. It's called Strong Shield in attributes. That will be increased by 5%. I mean, full Geo squad, I could see that being a thing, but like, honestly with him, I don't even know. Let's use Ascension 4 passive. Zhang Lee's elemental burst will deal additional damage equal to 20% of Zhang Lee's max HP. So he is okay. All right. All right. Utility passive: 15% of minerals used in crafting pole arms will be refunded. Okay. I'm probably not gonna try to want to get him, but okay. I don't know why you would want that. Now, for one of my friends' probably favorite units in the game right now, well, not in the game, but that's gonna be in the game, is Xingyan. So, okay, we know she's a Claymore user, and we saw her with that new sword, unless it somehow has to do with her skills or whatever, but let's see. Elemental skill: she deals damage to all nearby enemies, well, bans enemies, and converts their passion into a shield. So she first ability is a shield based attack. It absorbs pyro damage. Absorbs will be based on the amount of fans affected. So enemies affected, I guess. 0 or 1, level 1, okay, about 2, level 3. On top of absorbing it, you will periodically deal pyro damage. Cool. When shield is active, she will be imbued with pyro energy. 250 absorption strength against pyro damage. Elemental burst: deals physical damage and knocks back all nearby enemies. That's no physical damage. Periodically deals pyro damage to the surrounding enemies. Ascension 1 passive. I'm just lost on the whole point of her abilities. It literally just seems like she's a tank, or at least it seems like it. So Ascension 1 passive is a level 2 shield, now only requires 1 enemy hit, while level 3 shield only requiring 2. Okay. While the shield from her skill is active, a character will deal 15% more damage, more physical damage. Okay, I mean, that's clutch because it can kind of stack with Zhang Lee, but even with that, I don't think that. Utility passive: when cooking foods that grant defensive buffs perfectly, there's a chance of getting a double. I mean, it's kind of like Lisa's passive. I mean, not Lisa's passive, Barbara's passive for healing, and then Zhang Lee for offensive, like potions or whatever you want to call it, food. Hands down, like, I mean, I don't want to just throw her low tier, but like honestly, she's more on the lower tier out of all the characters coming out. And Zhang Lee, like personally, dude, like, you know, he's like Barbara type. Not exactly like Barbara, but the fact that, you know, you have to base him off HP. Of course, you don't have to, but that's what I'm feeling like it is right now. Because Niguang does a shit ton of damage, but you don't have to build her off HP, HP for defense or HP for her blast, whatever that thing's. But realistically, Childe is probably the way to go. Like, just on top of he's a DPS for sure. He can use a bow, switch stances, and his passive upgrades your talent. Like, who wouldn't want to upgrade the talent by 1 for free when it comes to normal attacks? So, I mean, like, I don't think anything beats that. Like, I mean, mind you, we still don't know what Diana has. So, right now, look, people are already saying it. Like, Childe is way more insane. The same. I will pull for Childe, but Zhang Lee really seems superior. Yeah, but like I don't even know. Like, I'm pulling for Childe. Like, it's 12 o'clock at night right now. Everybody fell asleep. My boys are off. I'm pulling for Childe. They're gonna see this video and they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna pull for Childe. So y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching the video, and I'm out.